Prince Harry's message to the palace this week reportedly came across as simple: bring me back in and the conflict calms down. According to multiple reports, he believed he was offering a compromise, step back from certain press battles in exchange for being welcomed into a working royal role again. But that move may have backfired fast, because if he expected a warm response, he may have run into something else entirely: a furious Prince William. Welcome to WW2 Online. While King Charles is often described as wanting stability, reports suggest Prince William has taken a harder line, acting as the person drawing boundaries. Insiders claim he didn't see this proposal as peace. He saw it as pressure, and he wasn't willing to entertain it. What some sources are calling the result is blunt: a long-term, no-return decision. So why is William reportedly so angry? Because, according to coverage of the legal filings and court developments, the palace has reviewed details from the ongoing cases, and they believe the situation has become messier, riskier, and more damaging than it appears on the surface. And that leads to the question many are avoiding: why now? Why, after years of public tension, is Prince Harry suddenly floating the idea of returning in a limited capacity? His side reportedly points to personal reasons: missing the structure, the protocol, the sense of purpose, and wanting to support his father. But inside Prince William's camp, the theory being discussed is different. It's not about emotion, it's about money pressure. According to reports and commentary from legal and financial observers, Prince Harry's multiple legal fights have created a serious cash drain. Big cases don't run on headlines, they run on invoices. The reality is harsh. Legal campaigns at this scale can become a long, expensive grind, with major costs up front and no guaranteed payoff at the end. Some analysts suggest the belief was win big settlements, cover costs, and prove a point. But court fights can stretch for years, and if a claim fails, the losing side can sometimes be ordered to cover large legal bills on both sides. That's where the financial squeeze narrative comes in. Sources claim life in California isn't cheap, and the big income streams aren't what they once were. The streaming era deals have changed, and not every contract lasts forever. But expenses, mortgage, travel, staffing, and security don't simply disappear. So the argument goes like this: a return to royal duties, even part-time, could strengthen the case for official security arrangements again. And if security costs shift away from personal spending, that could free up major money that could help manage legal expenses and long-term bills. If that interpretation is true, then the return offer wasn't only about family. It may have been a practical survival plan. And reports suggest Prince William saw it that way immediately. Less like reconciliation, more like a proposal that benefits Harry's situation. And William, according to insiders, shut it down. But finances are only one side of this story. The other side is reputation and the methods being used in the legal battles. Prince Harry has publicly framed his mission as cleaning up media behavior. He positions it as standing up for privacy and pushing back against unethical tactics, often linking it to deeply personal history. But Prince William, according to reports, is disturbed by how the fight is being handled behind the scenes. The concern, as described by commentators, is that some of the people involved in gathering material for the case have controversial pasts, and that association could create major embarrassment for the monarchy. One name repeatedly mentioned in coverage is Graham Johnson, described in reporting as someone with a past connected to unlawful information gathering during the old tabloid era. And the claim circulating is that he was paid to assist in case-related work. To critics, that looks like a contradiction: fighting unethical behavior while using people linked to the same world. And inside the palace, the fear is simple: if Harry returns now, it could look like the monarchy is quietly accepting the strategy. That, sources suggest, is a line Prince William refuses to cross. And then came the next twist, one that could turn a civil courtroom battle into something far more serious. Because another key figure in this story, someone described as a central witness, has reportedly changed course. To understand why, we have to look at a man named Gavin Burrows, described in reporting as a private investigator expected to support key claims in the case. For months, coverage suggested his testimony mattered, but now a shocking allegation has surfaced. He claims a witness statement submitted under his name was not genuine. Let that sink in. If that claim holds weight, it raises the stakes dramatically, and it may explain why the palace is alarmed, why William is furious, and why a return to royal duties is reportedly off the table. And we're just getting to the most dangerous part. According to recent court filings, Gavin Burrows now claims he never signed a document that Prince Harry's legal team submitted as evidence. He says the signature attributed to him does not belong to him. That allegation marked a turning point in the case. What began as a dispute over privacy and media conduct suddenly entered far more serious territory. This was no longer just about aggressive legal action. The focus shifted to questions about document accuracy, responsibility, and how evidence was prepared and presented. Burrows has gone further, stating through his lawyers that he feels unsafe. They say he has experienced pressure and intimidation in the days leading up to the trial. According to reports, the situation became serious enough that he requested permission to give testimony remotely from a secure location. The optics of this are difficult to ignore. A witness connected to a legal case involving the king's son is reportedly asking for protection due to fear surrounding the proceedings. That alone raised alarms within royal circles. Before continuing, I want to pause for a moment to acknowledge you, our viewers. These stories about power, accountability, and responsibility reach people across the world. I hope you and your families are safe, healthy, and doing well today. Let us know where you're watching from, whether it's London, New York, or somewhere quieter. Your presence here matters. Now, back to the crisis. When news of these allegations reportedly reached Prince William's office, insiders say he concluded the situation had crossed a line. Claims involving false documents or pressure on witnesses are not just reputational risks, they are institutional threats. If a court were to determine that inaccurate or improperly handled materials were submitted, the legal case itself could unravel quickly. But for Prince William, the concern is larger than one lawsuit. It is about protecting the credibility of the monarchy. The royal family relies on trust, restraint, and public confidence. Any association with legal strategies under scrutiny risks damaging that foundation. That, according to sources, is why William's position hardened. This is not simply about family conflict. It is about constitutional responsibility. Despite living overseas, Prince Harry remains a counselor of state, a role that allows him to act on behalf of the monarch under certain circumstances. It is not symbolic. It carries real authority and demands unquestioned integrity. Legal experts have raised concerns about what happens if someone holding that position is entangled in unresolved legal controversies. Even the appearance of impropriety could weaken public confidence in royal authority. There is also another risk being discussed quietly: testimony. Prince Harry is expected to defend his claims under oath. In the UK, providing inaccurate sworn evidence is a serious matter. Any contradiction or reliance on disputed documents could escalate the situation dramatically. This is why, insiders say, Prince William sees the issue as dangerous, not personal. From his perspective, distancing the monarchy is an act of protection, not punishment. While Prince Harry remains focused on court battles, Prince William has taken a very different approach. He hasn't responded publicly. He hasn't engaged in counter-statements. Instead, he has doubled down on visible duty. This week, he was photographed visiting a farm, wearing simple clothing, helping with hands-on work. The message was subtle but powerful: service over spectacle. At the same time, the Princess of Wales hosted a reception at Windsor Castle honoring the England women's rugby team. Observers noted not just the event, but her manner: calm, warm, and entirely unbothered by surrounding controversy. She arrived simply, umbrella in hand, focused on the people she was there to support. Together, William and Catherine are practicing what many call the gray rock approach, remaining steady, engaged, and undistracted by external drama. They are not reacting, they are continuing. And that silence may be the strongest statement of all. Rather than fighting in public, they are showing stability through action. While legal disputes dominate headlines elsewhere, the future leadership of the monarchy is being presented as grounded, focused, and forward-looking. In the end, this story is bigger than one lawsuit or one family disagreement. It is about reputation, responsibility, and consequences. Prince Harry believed legal pressure could open doors. Instead, it may have closed them further. At Legacy's Edge, we see this as a lesson. Credibility is built slowly and can be damaged quickly. Intentions matter, but so do methods and associations. Now, we turn the question to you. Do you believe the monarchy should further distance itself to protect the institution? Type yes if you believe firm boundaries are necessary. Type no if you believe reconciliation should still be possible. If you value integrity over titles, please like this video.
If you like my channel, please subscribe. It means a lot.